Fear Collective, what's up? Today we're getting into the scares and subtext of 2019's Saint Maud. Saint Maud is a 2019 film from the UK, written and directed by Rose Glass and produced by Film 4, British Film Institute, and Escape Plan Productions. American horror fans, we've had to be very patient with this film as the American release was delayed because of COVID-19 following the initial debut at the Toronto Film Festival back in 2019. The film finally made a US release thanks to an A24 distribution, and fans of simmering art house horror won't be disappointed as Saint Maud offers atmosphere, aesthetic, and rich subtextual themes to explore throughout the progression of the film. The story follows Katie, who calls herself Maud, as she acts as a caretaker for a dying lymphoma patient named Amanda. We learn that Katie has a fanatical relationship with God and comes to believe that she can save Amanda's soul. Now, I watched the film twice before doing this review so that I could really let the themes within the film digest, because honestly, after my first watch, I felt a bit underwhelmed. I think because of the sort of understatedness of the film, particularly the horror, but this film really rewards repeat viewings, and I liked it a lot more the second time around. My biggest takeaway from the film is the bubbling sexuality that exists just below the surface of the story. Katie describes her connection with God to be a shiver or pulsing, emphasizing the physicality by which she experiences transcendence, and expresses such in what appears to be whole-body orgasms. When Amanda refers to Katie as her savior, a religious orgasm is triggered. And I thought it was really interesting that Amanda's approval is what triggers this within Katie, which really points to the film's most foremost theme, which in my opinion is homosexual repression. This manifests itself through Katie's obsessive pursuit of religion, self-flagellation, and desperate forced sex with men. Katie repeats something to the effect of, "Don't let your pain be wasted," as if to suggest that she will make something of her confliction, channeling that energy into what she believes is a relationship with God. We come to learn that Katie is somewhat of an unreliable narrator though, as we're shown glimpses of Katie from the viewpoint of her peers, illuminating that she's a very conflicted and troubled young woman. Amanda describes Katie as the loneliest girl she's ever met, and in my second viewing of the film, I found a lot more empathy for Katie. There's many scenes where we watch Katie unsuccessfully navigate the few relationships in her life, struggling with her sexuality, faith, and ultimately her place in the world. If you're just waiting for something scary to happen, these scenes might feel like a chore, but my second viewing crystallized the themes at play, and I found it to be very tragic. Such rich characterization and subtext are what makes art house horror films so rewarding for the viewer. If you approach Saint Maud strictly looking for scares, you might be put off, as this film's real strength is within the character exploration. I'm rating Saint Maud an 8 out of 10, up from the 6 out of 10 that I initially gave the film after my first viewing. The film's scariest sequence comes in the back half of the film, so I'm not going to give away any spoilers. But I will say that when you get to the end credits, it's very obvious that this is in fact a horror film. It's bleak, it's brooding, it's beautiful, and I really am impressed with Rose Glass for such an accomplished directorial debut. That's it for today. Thanks so much for checking me out. This is a new channel, so if you're into horror reviews and deep dives, I'd appreciate the like and subscribe. You know the drill, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.